Hi, I'm Leapfrog.
So, you're in the middle of the Clone Wars, and you decide to fight. The Clone Wars instigating a war between man and clones. Well, not really. Clones and droids. And Jedi joining the clones in order to suffice some sort of treaty in terms of, well, war. What are we talking about today? Thank you for coming to LogansStory, and today we're going to talk about Star Wars Attack of the Clones. Thank you for coming. Let's get into it. So, like I said, war is on between the clones and the droids. And, well, the droids that are built by the Empire, or Republic as you would say. But what is the main difference between a droid and a clone trooper? Well, clone troopers are one man being cloned into many men, and that being the army in terms of the Jedi Order. And droids are what we call the fighters in terms of the clones. And at the end of the day, that's what the war is sufficing on. The Jedi Order and the clones. The Clone Wars. So what does that mean in terms of everything that has to do with war? What is your choice of war? What's your weapon? And if you're in war, how do you treat war in such a case that creates peace? Well, let's go into detail. So, the thing is, when you have war and you have peace, what is the difference between the two? And if you're preparing for war, what do you do to prepare for war? And while there's many different layers to war, why are you going on the tirade of war instead of peace? Because there's a long ways to peace, but the war in terms of clones is what matters. Can we beat the evil Palpatine from creating destruction towards the entire universe? Well, that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand. Can you create peace with war? The answer is yes. See, the thing is, there's a lot of things that have to happen in terms of war and peace. What's the goal in sustaining war, and what's the goal in terms of creating peace from the sustained war? Well, there seems to be some bad that want to sustain the war to get what they want, an empire as such. And there seems to be another that wants peace and order, the Jedi Order, the Jedi Council. So, with all this coming to mind, with all this war and peace coming to mind, being prepared for war and what kind of war this is, what does it mean for you and I? Well, application of course. Are you equipped to fight any battle you can? Well, I would say so. But are you equipped to fight the battles that are not in your control? Will you be able to take up a group of people to help you out? But the thing is, when you take that equipness, are you able to use it for the good, in terms of fighting for the good, or are you fighting for the bad? See, the thing is, it might be easy to fight for the bad, because, well, they have a lot more resources and a lot more ways of going about certain types of war. But here's the thing about the Rebels, and here's the thing about the Clone Wars. We have a very clear-cut notion of what war is. Well, the Clone Wars do, and the Jedi Council does. But the reason why they lost is because of one particular thing, the Chosen One. The one that initiated the Order 66, and had Jedi lost through the entire universe. But what does it mean for you and I? Well, what battle are you willing to fight? And if you lose, are you done, or are you going to get back up? See, battles are really interesting because when you fight, you have every intention to win. What is your speech going to be towards the men and women that you're leading? Are you willing to win the war? The war could be a fight on cancer, the war could be a fight on paying for taxes, the war could be voted in an election race. Whatever the case may be, are you equipped to battle? And are you willing to take up your shield and your sword, as the Bible even says, and fight the battles that are willing to be won? Thanks for coming to the application, and let's continue forward. Thank you for coming to LogansStory, and thank you for coming to the Sci Fi Highlight. There are more Sci Fi Highlights in the future, so keep an eye out for those. Also, the mission is 1,000 subscribers. You guys know we get there by hitting the share, like, and subscribe button right on the screen. Also by hitting the bell. And comment if you can, too. Thank you again, and peace.